Hey everybody, welcome back to PPC Mastery. Today we are going to talk about one of the most important topics there is in pay-per-click advertising or any paid advertising online. And that topic is landing page success. You can have the best built out advertising campaign on the face of the planet, but if your landing page experience is horrible, you're not going to do any business and you're going to spend a lot of money wasted on driving traffic to a page that does not convert. So I'm going to go over a couple of points with you guys today. The top 7 most important points to me in landing page design to drive conversions, and then I'm going to show you guys a few actual examples of what I'm talking about here. So get your pen and paper out or take notes on your laptop or whatever you need to do, but you need to memorize these points and you need to incorporate them into every single design that you come up with for a landing page for whatever product or service it is that you're offering or trying to promote or sell. So first point is on your landing page, you want to have a headline or descriptive content that clearly describes the product or service that you're offering for sale. If you're selling a shoe, in the example that we've been running with for all of our setup, it's going to be very clear what the product is. But if you're trying to generate leads for a pool repair service, you need to make sure that you're being very clear about what your service is and do it in a way that requires as little reading as possible. And we'll cover how you do that in these subsequent points. The second is, if you're paying for advertising, the ad that you create is going to have content in it, obviously, and you need to make sure that your landing page headline matches the content that the user clicked on to get there. So for instance, if your ad copy said men's vintage combat boots, your headline in big, bold, clear, easy to understand text needs to say men's vintage combat boots. And that applies across the board. So whether you're trying to generate leads, generate a phone call, or sell a product, make sure that the ad or the landing page that the user lands on has a headline that matches the ad and the search query that the user was looking for, specifically in pay-per-click. Let me walk you through how that works. If a user's online and they type men's vintage combat boots, and you have an ad that shows up that says men's vintage combat boots, and then they click on that ad and then they land on a page that says men's vintage combat boots. From the user's point of intent where they search for that query all the way through to when they get to the page where you're actually going to try to sell them your product or service, they've had a clean experience and it's been easy to follow, logical, and in the user's mind, they've found exactly what it is that they're looking for on your page. Third point is your call to action needs to be big and above the fold. So your call to action is your buy now button or add to cart button or learn more or fill out a form. Whatever your call to action is for whatever product or service you're offering, you need to make sure that it's big and above the fold. And by above the fold, we mean similar to this. Let me show you. Take a look at my screen here. Above the fold means this. So when I land on this page right here, I don't have to scroll to see any of the call to action here. If I never went down below the fold and scrolled down the page, all of the information that I need to make a buying or converting decision is right here. I've got my headline, I've got a video, and I've got my form. This is my call to action here. It's big, it's above the fold, it's easy to understand what this page wants me to do, and it's only asking for a little bit of information, but it's right here in front of my face. I don't have to do anything once I land on this page to understand what it is I'm supposed to do here. So let's move on to point 4. Point 4 is that your design elements on the page should direct attention to your call to action. So whether that means you have an arrow pointing to the form or all of the elements, all of your call to action elements or guarantee or trust building elements are designed around your call to action. I'll go through a couple of examples with you guys in just a moment on my screen here, but just go ahead and mark that down so that when we go over it on the screen you can remember what I'm talking about for future use. So again, design elements should direct attention to your call to action or your CTA. Number 5, use video and imagery. Video, I don't know how accurate this stat is, but there's a service called Unbounce, and they are a service that allows you to create your own landing pages, and you just go online and it's kind of template builder, and you can move and mix and match and put your own images, whatever you want to do. But they have a stat on their website that says that it has been shown that video on your page can potentially increase your conversions by up to 80%. That may be a little inflated. It may be completely accurate. I don't know. But what I can tell you, which is all I'm interested in here, what I can tell you is that from my personal experience in the decade that I've been doing this, landing pages with videos on them convert 1,000,000 times better than a landing page without a video on it. We incorporate video into pretty much every single landing page that we have, give or take. There may be something where it wouldn't apply, but if it applies, we've got a video of some sort on the landing page. Imagery is also very important. You want to create a warm experience for users when they land on your landing page. And if you are not creating a warm experience, then you will lose the user. They will not, if they don't feel like they belong on the landing page and it's inviting and it's, it kind of sucks them in, they're going to leave. So warm imagery, good. What's really hot right now is using big images as in your slider or wherever it might be. But do a little research and get yourself access to good imagery so that you can incorporate that into all of your landing pages. Number 6, this is a very important one. Establish trust. And how you do that is you incorporate testimonials or guarantee badges, money-back guarantee badges, or star ratings that users have left you in reviews. It may be that you have a 4.7 out of 5 stars on your Facebook page and you've been rated by 200 people. You want to showcase that on your landing page. You want to show the new user who's never been to your site before that other people know who you are and they give you a high trust rating so they feel more comfortable engaging and going through that process with you. The other is showcase, which relates to what I was just talking about. Showcase, if you have 5,000 fans on Facebook, put that on your landing page. People need to know that they can trust you and that other people have done business with you and like you. So don't forget that one, establish trust. Number 7, and this is a very, very important topic. And let me give you a little background. I have some campaigns where we're doing, hundreds of thousands of visits per month through paid advertising, and over 50% of our traffic comes from a mobile device on some of our campaigns. So if you have a landing page or a website that is not mobile responsive and a user clicks on your ad and they go to a page that either doesn't work because they're on an older piece of technology, or it's just big and they have to scroll and swipe left and right and go all over the place and the content's all over the place, you're going to lose that user and they're going to click on another ad and your competitor is going to have a responsive landing page and you can bet they're going to buy from that person over you. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of examples of what a responsive landing page looks like. But make sure all of your, if you're developing a new project, a new website, and a new series of landing pages, you need to make sure that all of it is mobile responsive. And if you don't know what that is, we'll find a designer who, tell them that's what you want and find a designer who understands what mobile responsive is. We do, at McLean Concepts, we do everything we build out is responsive. All of our conversion paths, all of our new projects, everything is mobile responsive. So keep that in mind. So let's walk through a couple of examples of what I would call really good high converting landing pages. And some are high traffic academies that have done very well, and others are, there's one example I'm going to show you that's it's a brand we have no relation with, but they have a good landing page experience for an e-commerce product type environment. And then I'm going to show you one that I've built a multi-million-dollar company off of this landing page series at McLean Concepts, one of our assets. So I'll show you examples of good landing pages that I have no experience with, examples that High Traffic Academy has amazing experiences with, and then I'll show you an example of a landing page that I personally can guarantee has generated millions of dollars in gross revenue. So let's direct our attention here. So first, you need to identify what your actual conversion is. If you're a service provider, your conversion is going to be different than if you're selling shoes online. So if you're trying to generate leads as a service provider, you're going to either want to generate a phone call or a form fill. So this is a High Traffic Academy landing page that incorporates all of the elements that we just went over. the 7 points to a successful landing page design. It has a massive headline that tells the user, clearly describes to the user what it is that we're talking to them about. It incorporates the social trust here that says we've got over 2,300 reviews, and we're a 5-star rating. And it's got our brand here, clear and undistorted. And we've got a video here, which is very engaging. And then you've got your form here. And all of this is above the fold. Everything, I don't have to go anywhere else. I can take my hands off of the computer and not scroll anywhere to get all of the information that I need to understand what the benefit is to me going through this conversion process. Now let me show you what this page looks like if I were on an iPhone 6. So here I am on a desktop. If I were on an iPhone 6, this page now looks like this. See how it redesigns itself so that it fits within the confines of my specific mobile device. So now the design elements cascade on top of each other, and it looks really nice and brilliant, and I've just got a quick swipe down and I'm in my form, and I've got a very clean user experience. So, and this is what responsive design does. It literally, your website design will literally redesign itself based on what type of device the user is on. So this is an iPhone 6. We can look here at, let's look at what it looks like on an iPad 3. So it goes back to more of a desktop type design. And if we're on a Samsung Galaxy S4, which is a very popular mobile device, it reconverts itself back to a mobile-friendly version. Now let's look at what an e-commerce landing page looks like. And by e-commerce, I mean I actually have a tangible product that I'm selling, and the transaction takes place, the money exchanger's hands right on my website, and then I ship your product out to you. So this is a company that we have no affiliation or relationship with. They just have a good e-commerce web page design that I'd like to share with you guys. So this is more along the lines of the type of product that we've been building out in our AdWords campaign. This is a military style boot. They've got big, beautiful imagery here of the shoe. I can see the front and side of it and the bottom of it. Tells me exactly what this shoe is. Tells me exactly what the price is. Tells me I'm getting a low price guarantee, which is establishing trust. It's also giving me an incentive to buy up here. I get 20% off if my order is over $80 with a specific promo code, and my order is over $80, so I would get the 20% off. And in this case, that's a pretty substantial savings. And then I just go right through the conversion path. So I select my size, and then I add to the shopping cart, and I'm on my way. And there's very little work that's required of me to make a purchase on this landing page. So let's say that I were on my iPhone and I were looking for, combat boots, and I clicked on one of OnlineShoes.com's ads and was on my phone. So here's what this page does if I am on my iPhone 6. See how it completely redesigns itself so it's a clean user experience? I don't have to, there's very little engagement required from me to get the full piece of information that I need to buy this shoe. So I've got the description, I've got the price, and I've got big, beautiful, engaging imagery of the actual product. Scroll down just a little bit and I'm on my way to checking out. So let me show you an example of one of the projects that I've spent the last few years working on, and we've been very, very, very successful. Let me show you what a fully optimized, full-on conversion path should look like, including the ad copy that we would be writing in Google AdWords and how we're advertising that product and writing our ad copy, and then once they click on the ad, they go through and land on a landing page. So let's say that I'm in Miami, Florida, and I need to get a divorce. And I search in divorce in Miami, and I get my search results. Down here, you're going to see my divorce papers. In the top 3 positions, this rotates between position 1 and 3. You'll see Miami divorce, which is directly related to my search query, divorce in Miami. Showcase the price, and I tell you exactly what we do. We complete the paperwork for you, and I also establish trust in two ways. One is I guarantee my service by telling them that we offer a 100% money back guarantee. If you're not happy, there's no risk. You can get your money back. And the other is I have advertiser ratings here showing a 4.3 out of 5 stars for mydivorcepapers.com. See, nobody else on this landing page, on this search result page, has those star ratings. This is a very common practice in e-commerce sites, but we were actually one of the first people to ever do it in the online divorce space. So, you see here, nobody else has those star ratings. So what happens if I click on this page, or this ad? I land on this landing page. Now let's go through the points that we just went over for landing page success. My headline here is very clear and descriptive. It tells you exactly what we do. We complete your divorce online. I've got the price with the limited time offer, call to action. I've got trust building here. Our customers give us 4.8 out of 5 stars as of today, April 2nd, 2015. And the reason this differs from what you saw in that is this is the aggregate of all of our star ratings, which when we scroll down, I'll show you what I'm talking about there. Now notice this. See, my form here, my call to action is the first thing that they're going to see. We're asking them and prompting them to go through the conversion path. Here we just get a little bit more clear, create an account, answer the questions, and file the documents. It's as simple as that, 1, 2, 3. Here I've got custom coding in every single one of my landing pages for whatever city the user is in. If they click on an ad, this is going to change itself. This headline, right, or this bullet point right here, divorce in Miami, Florida. So they know that we offer service in their specific city, which matches the query that they punched in to Google, which matches the ad that they clicked on to get to this page. And now we've got divorce in Miami, Florida. And we complete the forms for you, save time and money, dedicated caseworker, money back guarantee, and building more trust here. This is all above the fold. So the user never even needs to scroll to get all of the information that they need to make a buying decision. Now, if they were to want more information and they scrolled down, we've got a bit of content here that elaborates on the process and what exactly it is that we do. We've got trust building, BBB accredited business, trustee certified privacy, verified and secured, and business consumer alliance. We've got, trust building with all of them. We also have a video here. So if they were to click on this, then they can just go ahead and watch a video that explains the process for them in more detail. And then we've also got additional trust building here, 4.0 out of 5 stars on certified comments, 4.8 out of 5 on eComi, and we're showcasing that we have over 800 Google certified reviews, and you see here almost all of those are 5-star reviews. So then they scroll back up and go straight through the conversion path. So this is what this page looks like on a desktop. I'm on a Mac right now. So if you were on a desktop at your house or you're on your laptop, this is what this landing page looks like. Now let me show you what it looks like if the user were on an iPhone 6. If this user clicked on our ad from their iPhone, this is what this page looks like. I know it's small, but I'll go ahead and scroll through it for you. So we lose all of the imagery, we lose all of the additional information that's not absolutely essential to the conversion path. We've got the price, tell them exactly what we do, trust building, 4.8 out of 5 stars, and then the form. They can just go right through if they want to, but if they want more information, they scroll down. The first bullet point that they see is divorce in Miami, Florida. The additional bullet points, we've got our content, we've got our video, and then we've got all of our star ratings listed here. But do you see how it redesigns itself and cascades on top of each other? This is a fully responsive mobile landing page that looks different on a desktop than it does on a mobile device. So I think I've covered everything. The other thing I want to show you is this really quickly, just so you can get some context for what we've already built. Let's say you built out a campaign and you had a previous page in there and you're not happy with it and you want to change it out for a new landing page that you just had the best designer in the world design for you, and you're super excited to get it live and start testing how it converts. So let's go back into our campaign here, and let's say I wanted to change the ad here, this ad here that we created in our previous video. I want to change where that ad goes when the user clicks on it. And let's say this is what my new landing page looks like, onlineshoes.com's landing page. Let's assume this is living on my domain name. Copy the domain. I'll go in here into ads, so let me get there for you. So if I'm in dashboard and all campaigns, so this is probably more than likely where you would start. I'd click on my campaign. I'd go into my men's vintage boots ad group, and I would click on ads, and then I can go right in here, click that pencil edit button. So you see when I hover over this, you get an edit button there. Click on that, yes, I understand, and then you change this URL only. This URL is your destination URL. You would go in here and you just go ahead and replace this URL here with the new URL that you want to drive traffic to. Okay? And now you're good to go. Now this ad, whenever somebody clicks on it, will go to your new URL. So I hope you've got plenty of information to get started. I know we went over quite a bit, and it's probably going to give you a lot of work to work on with your new designer or whoever it is that you're working with to get landing pages set up so that you can start implementing all of this information we're giving you in the Pay-Per-Click Mastery program. I wish you guys a lot of success, and I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Talk to you later.